Hi YouTubers, what we are going to do today is we are going to take the Chomas marker holders and we are going to use them to draw out some sketch files of multiple colors. So this is a bit of a self-serving YouTube video. I have some sketch files I need to draw and I figured it would probably be a good video. So we're going to show you how to draw them in all the different colors. So you can draw them in one color, you can draw them in multiple colors. So I'm hoping I'll shut up and make this a quick video. So I'm going to show you what you need. Alright, so you're going to need the Chomas marker holder. She has a pen holder as well, but I only have bought the marker holder. The pen holder is just a smaller version of this. I like this better than the silhouette one. The silhouette one just has more parts and pieces, and I don't like that it's plastic. This I just think is easier to use. So this is the Cameo 4 one. And when it comes with a popsicle stick you're going to need as well. But you can also do this with the Cameo 1, 2, and 3. This is the same one for the 1, 2, and 3. These parts are for the silhouette marker holder. So, but you can totally do this on any of the machines. Also, this guy's big enough to hold a Sharpie. So, another reason I like it. So, also, well-loved mat. Because paper will stick and tear into a sticky mat, as exhibited here. I like Astro Bright cardstock. It's kind of my favorite cardstock, but any paper will do. And then I use painter's tape or washi tape to tape my paper down to my mat because it won't stay on its own to this mat because it's so much sticky. And then I have a set of gel pins that I got off Amazon at one point. They're glittery. They're just kind of fun, but any pen or marker will work. I'm also like the white pens on the black paper. I think they're kind of cool too. But basically any pen that fits in here will work, or the Sharpies will work, any of the Sharpies or paint pens, whatever you can fit in here will work. So we are going to use the Cameo software. I'm going to use the 4 today, but like I said, it'll work on any of the machines. And we're going to cut by line color to show you how to get all the colors. So let's go set it up in the software. Alright, so we are in Silhouette Studio. This was one of the ones I've already drawn, and this is another one we're going to draw today. Now these are single line sketch files, which means it's just a single line. So for this guy Ariel, see how you get the outline? Because like if you were to cut it, you would need that outline for vinyl. So this would just be a standard cut file, and then this guy's, what makes him special is he's a single line. And it looks more like actual drawing instead of the outline, which most people don't like. So, oh, also these guys you can fill in using the sketch fills thing over here, but keep in mind that it's going to take forever for the machine to draw everywhere you would this would all be drawn in. So keep that in mind if you decide you want to fill them in. It's going to take quite a lot of time to get them all filled in if you decide to sketch them. So that's kind of what makes sketch files really nice. Is it's going to take some time to get all this drawn, but nowhere near if I tried to do something like that. Alright, so what we're going to have to do today is we're going to cut by line color. Now I've got all sorts of sketch files in here. My 2 lions are in here too. So if I go to my send panel right now and go cut by line color, it's going to pick up every single line color that's on my page. And that's a bit much. So I'm going to this is the one I want to work on right now. So I'm going to copy it and then go paste it into a new document. So there it is. You can ungroup it. This one I'm about to ungroup twice. You can ungroup it and move the little elements around if you want to. And then if you want to recolor it to kind of see how it will look, you can click on them and then come over here to line color. It's not going to be under the fill tool because technically these are just lines. And then this way you can change all the colors. Now also there's something if you want to, because right now both of my leaves are, this leaf and this leaf are different colors than these leaves. So I can click that one, hold my shift button and click the rest of these, and now make them all one color. So then that way, when I go to color, it's not it's just not a ridiculous number of, steps. So those will both make yellow. So, but anyway, you can come and mess with it and make them different colors and play around with them to your heart's content. So when we go over to send, if I go, oh, and my Cameo Force is unavailable because it's not plugged in or hooked up right now. We're going to go over to line color, and then it's going to get me all of my line colors that are on here. This punch tool just comes up by default, so you can ignore him. But because of how this would kind of look normally, I want to do my brown edge first. So that's the one I'm going to click on. Come down here, we're going to do cardstock, and then we are going to sketch, and then we're going to use technically the pen holder. Technically it doesn't matter, and in the newer versions of the software, it actually only has one of the options. I like to bump my speed down. It makes me nervous, to be honest, to have it go that fast. And if you are sketching out the most detailed thing in the world, I would have the pen go slower, just because when it goes fast, I don't know, it's a little unnerving. And then I normally bump the force down to 10. Normally you don't need that high of a force. So we're going to put the paper on the mat and set the pen holder up. It's going to draw this. We're going to come back and then turn on probably my green leaves next. So we're going to turn on the green leaves, turn that one off. It'll sketch the green leaves, and then we'll go about doing the flowers, probably working our way in to out. So let's go set it up. All right, so I needed 7 colors, so these are the 7 that I picked. I would highly recommend scribbling them on your paper to make sure the pen works, and to see what the color looks like on the paper to make sure that it works. So that is that. So I have my 7 colors, and then this isn't really high tech at all. You're just going to take your paper and tape it down. And then you're going to need your marker holder and your popsicle stick. All right, so we are sitting at the Cameo 4. I have my biology book. It's not really necessary for this project. And all I use it for is to keep the mat more level with the actual machine, since this machine is taller because of the roll feeder. In some other projects, it's more important to have, but this one you'd be fine just leaving it as is. And then insert your mat. So you're going to take your marker holder and put it in, and then push down. And then you're going to take your popsicle stick, and you're going to put it underneath the holder, and it acts as the spacer for to make sure you're at the right height, and it also prevents any drag marks. So I just want it resting on top of my popsicle stick. Sorry guys, it's a little handheld action, but see, it's just resting on top of my popsicle stick. Don't like stab it or anything, but just resting. And then we're going to screw it down. So then we just screw into place. The big key to that is just to make sure that it's resting on your popsicle stick. It doesn't need to be like stabbing it or anything, just resting. All right, so we're back in the software. I have just my brown line turn on, and then I have changed everything to cardstock, sketch, pen holder, force of 10, speed of 4, and then we're gonna press send. All right, so my brown is done. I'm gonna unclick it, and then I'm gonna kick on my green. I combined all my leaves to make this a little bit quicker, but you're gonna have to come back here and change it again. So we're going to sketch, pen holder, force of 10, speed of 4, and yes, I could set up a custom thing too, but I just haven't. And you're just gonna repeat this until you're all the way done. But you do need to change it every single time, or come up with a custom setting and choose it every single time. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna put my popsicle stick in and take this guy out. And I'm gonna put my pen in to where it just rests on my popsicle stick. Tighten, and we're gonna hit send. And that's all there is to it. And you take off the mat. Now you can make cards out of this. The infusible inks work with sketch pens. You can even etch with the sketch pens and the sketch files. With the sketch files, not the pens, but with the sketch files, you can etch into metal with them as well. So, but that's all there is to it. And you can make cards and all sorts of things with them. So, anyway, I hope you liked our video. If you have any questions, shoot me a message down below or shoot me a comment down below. And I'll be happy to help. We'll be back with another video soon. Thank you for watching.